Come on, spinning, spinning. Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it is working today. We are working. It is working out of the cornfields of Iowa, and I think the corn sweat was getting in the middle of the internet connection. It sounds like a good thing. I don't know if that really happens, but we'll go that way.
Sounds like it makes sense. Yeah.
Well, yes, it is. And welcome everybody to Mystical Monday Musings.
Dun, 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 dun.
And if you're just here, we actually are thrilled and we applaud you.
I didn't know you had sound effects.
Yes, I didn't know either. So be prepared.
Get them all lined up, huh?
All lined up. Trust me. Trust me. My name is Elias Patras. I am on the Pacific Northwest side of the United States, and I'm an intuitive. What am I? I'm an intuitive, a life coach, a psychic medium, and I am always thrilled to be here when I have my brain intact with Laura. So. Well, let me make sure we're on Instagram too. So hang on one second. Go ahead, Laura.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody. I'm on the East Coast, and if you're in Massachusetts, happy Patriots Day. It's a holiday here in Massachusetts. I'm an intuitive medium, and I love connecting with Elias every Monday to offer some insight and hopefully some laughs and some chat and maybe a little education as well. So feel free, if you have a question that you'd like us to pull a card for, drop it in the comments. We'll talk a little bit in a moment about the best way to phrase a question. But also, if you have a question about intuition or mediumship or some spiritual aspects or metaphysical things, just drop it in there. We'll have a chat. Okay.
It's always a fun time on Mondays, and we love doing this and connecting with you guys. So hello, Maria. Thanks for being here. Ren, good to see you. Jen, good morning. Laura.
Laura! Are you officially a masshole now?
She is.
Patriots Day.
From one masshole to another. That's wonderful. That's lovely.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Okay. I don't know why I can't. We're on Instagram. I'm seeing that we're on Instagram, but I don't know why I can't get us on here. So let me try. Oh, there we are. Okay. What? Yeah. There we go. Okay. And we're here. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Today, as per usual, I am using Soul Coaching by Denise Lynn. And I'm going to shuffle real quick. And there they go. Just like usual. Look at this, everyone. We just had a new moon. So this is very apropos. Opening. So what is it that you want? And I'm going to be really specific with this. Do you notice when you put something out there in the new moon and you're like, it's a new opening, it's a new chance, it's something, and then you're like, well, that didn't happen. And you're waiting and waiting, you're like, it didn't happen. Well, did you nurture it? Did you feed it? Did you water it? Did you do one specific something towards what you wanted? So look at the opening differently this time. Look at it as you opening up the door to allow someone in. Because if you just crack that door, it's not going to be in. You have to be inviting. You have to look for a sign. So day 1 after the new moon, water it, do something. Day 2, move into it in a different way. And day 3, look for a sign of it. So this is your new opening. The opening card has been coming up a lot over 18 months. Well, there you go. There you go. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Kelly on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Laura, what do you got?
So I have a new deck, which I did find because I didn't know where I placed it. Like I need another deck, right? So, so I got the Woodland Wardens Oracle deck.
Oh, nice.
Jessica Rue. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I love these animals. Anyway, so the card I just pulled is the Rooster card. The Rooster and the Sunflower, communication. This beautiful sunflower. So I don't know these cards yet, so I'm gonna read you the description from the book.
Okay.
And this is the card of the good leader and the kind king. The good leader and the kind king. Roosters wake before the rest of the farm, alerting everyone to the rising sun. They are protective of their territory and self-confident, but they are good communicators, honest and capable. You hear that sound again? The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden, rising high and turning its face toward the sun. While it may hover over other flowers, it bestows warmth and joy in any garden. So the questions for this card is, how can I improve my communication? And what styles of communication do I admire in others? So this week is about communication and how intentional communication, and how is it that you can rise and shine, but also lead others as well in the process.
I think that's a winner. What do you guys think? I think it's a winner. Winner. Okay.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner. That's right. My youngest was born in the year of the rooster. That's cool. Nice. Ren says it's a cute deck. She has it. And Michelle, hey Michelle, I just dropped my resume at a place down the street for me. I don't have all the skills, but I like the feeling there and the man I spoke to. Will it lead to an offer? Thank you. Well, here's a will question, and the will question is a yes or no. And what would you want to know besides the will? Because the will is about you. So if you were to say how, if you were to do a how or a what kind of question would you ask from the how or the what? What would you suggest to her, Laura, for this question?
For this question, okay, what do you need to know about this opportunity? There
you go. See the what.
So let's look at that. I'm going to pull a card for you. Ooh, pretty. All right, so I need my glasses for this one. All right, beautiful butterfly. The butterfly and the snowdrop.
Oh, that's pretty.
Hope. Butterfly and the snowdrop. Let me see if I can find that in the book so I can read, but I'm going to start talking while I'm looking for it. So the one thing I would, instead of looking for here's the thing I'm not saying just for directing this directly toward you, right, but also for anybody who's working towards something or hoping for a certain outcome, is to recognize, kind of have to look at everything as a whole, like everything as a process, right? So if I'm not saying you're not going to get this position, but what I'm saying is, the good feelings that you have about this connection with this person, the sense of, possibly forward movement you were experiencing while you were talking to this person, even if you don't get the position, it could indicate that you're heading in the right direction. So I just want to say that. So trust those feelings that you feel around things, even if the outcome does not reflect it, because there may be other things at play that you're not aware of in that process. Even though I'm not saying you're not going to get the position, but what I'm saying, just remember, pay attention to the feelings behind the things, and just know it's a continual process. It's not just that's your only stop. That's your only place. That's the only opportunity that you have. It just may indicate, because you're putting energy in that direction, that you are heading in the right direction. Okay. So I'm not even going to look at the book. I'm just going to go with with the blue button. Okay. So that's hope, the hope card. What do you have, Elias?
I'm kind of going into that butterfly theme. Um,
Yeah, look at that.
yeah. So notice that the dragonfly is about imagination and the butterfly is about transformation. So you have these two things here. But like Laura was saying, and I agree with her 100%, it is, even if this isn't the one, you're transforming into the energy of what you're ready for now. You
Mhm.
weren't, it's, we always have our plan and there's God's plan, right? So our plan is like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. And sometimes it takes time. So I feel that this is a good start. If it isn't the job, it's a really good start of the job.
Mhm.
So I hope that helps. Hope that helps. Good morning, Hind. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Susan on Instagram. Kelly and Susan, if you have a question, feel free to ask it. Good morning, Chris from Iowa. Michelle says thank you. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Rose. Thank you for being here. So, are
Hey,
you
Rose.
focused on the feeling?
Yes, that's how I would focus on the feeling. That, and it's a lot to do with manifesting and bringing opportunity to that. And the reason, there's a little bit of science behind this, and I'm not going to say I'm any expert on that. So I'm just gonna, but I will say that, we're wired for that. We're wired to, for our unconscious, to search out the things that we are looking for. Okay, so focus on the feeling. What does it feel like to have, like, say, so for the person who went in to talk to somebody and hand off a resume, there's a sense of like, oh, there's hope here. There's a possibility here. It's that positive feeling of movement forward, right? So that's a good thing. So what that does is it sets this potential to continue. I know. What is that?
I think Spirit's making cappuccino for you, Laura. I think.
Sounds like those old radiators. um, so so what that does, it sets your subconscious to continue to look for those opportunities, even if they don't seem visible to you on the surface. So the little nudges, that's why intuition is so important, to pay attention to nudges, because your intuition, your subconscious, is looking for those opportunities to fulfill those needs that you're looking for, right? To kind of match up with the feeling of hope and movement forward. So that when you pay attention to your intuition, they'll say, okay, I'm going to stop over here and drop a resume in, or I'm going to have a chat with this person over here, or I feel like I need to step back for a moment. I'm going to dive back into the job search tomorrow. There's all these things that we kind of pay attention to, the very subtle changes of energy around us, and respond to that, because our subconscious is leading us in that direction. So that's why feeling is important, because it does kind of set that stage for your subconscious and what you want from it. So
That's an awesome explanation. Hello, Kathy Lowe. So good to see you. Nancy, hello. Dolores says all those words, but no patience for her. Only for you, Delora. Only for you. Uh, Emotions in a lot of ways that makes sense. Yes, spiritual frappe could be. Kathy says that sound reminds me of a rain stick. Yes, it does.
it
It does.
does.
I
Yeah.
was watching a video yesterday, Laura and everybody. It was very interesting. This woman was at a restaurant and um, she said, "Well, I got fries," and then the woman next to her, she was ordering something, and all it said on the menu was fries, and she's looking at the lady next to her, and the lady next to her had a steak, and this lady had pasta, and she said to the lady with pasta, she goes, "Well, how come you got that?" And it's not on the menu. She goes, "You didn't ask for it, did you?"
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think about asking for it. And she said, "Well, why don't you ask for pasta?" So the lady said to the universe, the lady that was taking the order, she's like, "Well, I would like pasta." And she got fries when the lady came back and she said, "Well, I asked for pasta." She said, "Universe was testing you." did you go ahead and ask again that this is what, or say again, this is what you want? And she said, no. And she said, do you feel that you deserve it? And she said, well, I never thought about it that way. It was a really good video. And the lady got the pasta and then it turned into fries again. And the lady's like, well, hang on. It went from pasta then to fries. And she goes, did you believe in it? And she said, oh. And she goes, I want pasta. Excuse me, I want pasta. Then she got pasta, and the lady with the pasta said, you have to believe in it. You have to want it. You have to know that you deserve it. And sometimes the universe will test you to make sure that this is what you want.
Or that's right. It's the right thing for you. Sometimes they have better ideas for what you want. Maybe
Exactly. Better. But I thought that was really, really good. Hello, Lily. Hello. Yes, it was a good video. I'm going to try and find it and post it. It was on Instagram. So it was really good. Hind says, can I have a card, please, for work for the rest of this month?
Sure.
Wow.
And while we're pulling cards, I just wanted to kind of a little something to add to that feeling thing, because sometimes people have taken it to the other direction where they feel like if they have any kind of quote unquote negative emotion, they're going to block everything good in their life. That's not true. Okay. Emotions are an indicator a lot of times, right? So that's why we pay attention to them. And then that's why it's like, maybe we're going in a good direction this way, but also to choose things that bring us to that state, to feel that, that sense of gratitude for something coming, So for example, if, and I got 2 points to make with that. So for example, I'd never flown first class before, right? I often wonder what it was like, and just, out of curiosity, no reason other than that, to see what's the experience like. So I like new experiences. So there was an opportunity. It was during COVID or pre-COVID, or no, actually just post-COVID, when things were kind of wonky. So anyway, so I was flying somewhere and I got an opportunity to upgrade for like $25 to first class just out of the blue, right? And it was like unheard of. I never saw that in my life. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's a short flight, but yet I'm still going to do that because I want to see what it feels like to be in first class. So not long after that, I had an opportunity to have, maybe not first class, but it was definitely a nice upgrade to an actual flight overseas. And it was awesome. So anything that kind of invites that feeling of what it's like to experience that, what is it like to experience that? Like, I'm trying to think of anything else that might, but you get the point. But the thing is, don't guilt yourself. If you're feeling what you would feel are negative emotions, don't feel like you're upending everything you've worked for. Because you have to feel what you got to feel. There's a reason why you're feeling things you got to feel. And it's information. So is it something you need to work on? Is it something you need to address directly? Is there an action that is necessary to work towards resolving that? Is there something that you can put into practice? And so I just don't want you to think, sometimes I think we get to this manifesting thing that we over complicate it and make it much more complicated it needs to be. All right. Sorry about that. I got on my soapbox. So Elias, do you have a card for Hind?
I do. And Hind, here's a really interesting and great card. So you asked about work, right, for the rest of this month. What do you want to inspire at work? What do you want to teach? What do you want to show? What are you inspiring as you step out of your house? What do you want to shift for others? And how do you want to be that inspiration? So it's a good one.
It is a good one. It's a great, okay, I got to find a way to look up these cards faster. Anybody tuning in right now, these are new cards for me. So hold on one second. I'm trying to find the right.
And if you guys are just joining us and you're brand new, welcome. We do intuitive messages for the week with a little bit of education, a little bit of humor, and a little bit of fun. And it's a great recipe. People leave here saying it's good. So just
okay, Hind, here's your card. Isn't it a beautiful card? The quail and the gooseberry. Anticipation. I like that. Anticipation. All right, you ready for this? Still getting used to these cards. I just got them the other day. So, fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, but pick them without care, and you might hurt yourself. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among low-growing vegetation. From its obscured perch, it keeps careful watch, monitoring for predators. Ooh, Hin, this is interesting for you. Okay. So the questions that come up from this card: am I often surprised or caught off guard by how things turn out? And how can I balance vigilance with a healthy openness to risk? So how would I interpret this is just be very careful about your interactions this month at work. Don't overshare and be mindful of other people's motivations. That's what I'm seeing in this. So I hope that helps.
That's good. Okay. That's a good one. Hello, MJ. Thank you for being here. Gail, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. You're welcome. Maria says, we see a lot of quail out here. Funny birds. Yeah. They are funny. And, you know, for a moment, I was going to say pheasant, but I was like, no, it's a quail. I have to tell you, though, I saw my very first pheasant in Iowa last weekend.
Really?
It was really cool to watch a little, well, it wasn't little. They were kind of big, pheasant, like running. And then we saw 5 wild turkeys. We saw about 7 deer, a raccoon, and 2 eagles, which is always really interesting to see. What is the universe trying to teach us while we're on retreat? So super cool. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Dolores says, my father would make a joke after gooseberries. What about the cackleberries?
Huh? Sorry, that went right over my head.
Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you, my friend. Cool. Fun to watch the tom turkeys. I know. And the funny thing was, I was telling everybody in the retreat, look, I've been doing turkey gobbles for since I was 16 with my godson. So I go out there and I'm like, you know, all those turkeys ran away. I was like, hey,
imposter.
Run. Well, they were about to get their groove on because the one turkey was like fanning its big feathers out, and then like, yeah, you just see, barking on the truth. You just ruined their mating business. I'm like, oh,
okay.
Oh well.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, barking on the wrong tree. I'm like, hey. We love that for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord help us. Lord help us. You need a turkey strut. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
All right. Other questions that we may have for today. While you're thinking about that, Laura, you've got something coming up, don't you?
We do. Yeah, I do have a few things coming up. For in-person stuff, anything in New England, I have a small mediumship event at the end of May in Methuen, Massachusetts. Methuen, Massachusetts, and then beginning of June in Derry, New Hampshire. So there's 3 meetings. It's a little bit of a bigger event, about 200 people. So it's a bigger event, a smaller event, and an online class next month, May 15th, with my friend Rachel Skoltok from Australia. We're doing a Tuning into Heaven class. So communicating with angels and guidance from your angels, and also connecting with your loved ones.
I love that. That's a really good one. I like that. From Australia.
Yeah, lovely.
Delora, may I have a card regarding my new address, please? Why, you want to change it? I don't like the 9 in it. Could we make it to a 7? Okay. Okay. Maria says, I feel like the environment is getting less stressful, feeling more optimistic.
Yeah.
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 I think there's something happening in the waters. Let's just say that. Something happening.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
card regarding your new address. All
Laura,
right.
you know what I want to suggest to you? I don't know what the number of your house is, but check out I think I can remember her name all of a sudden. I should know this. The numbers lady. Do you know who I'm talking about, Elias?
The numbers lady.
The numbers lady. Glynis McCants. Sorry.
Oh, goodness. Yes, yes, yes.
Glynis McCants. I completely blanked out her name from it. She's lovely. So, anyways, check out like what her thing is about numbers on houses. And like you can change, like if the number isn't most ideal for your goals, you can actually change it on the inside. It's very interesting. So, yeah, so check that out. I don't know why I need to say that, but let's pull a card for Delora. All right. Oh, interesting. The quail and the gooseberry again. Do you have quail and gooseberries around?
I think you might want to get some.
Yeah.
That's going to change your by having a quail and a gooseberry.
It came up again. What do you have, Elias?
I have strength. So what numbers for you are meaning strength? And I would add up your address numbers and see what that is. So is it a 9? Is it an 8? What is it when you add that all together? So that's a good one. Hi, Tina Terry. Thank you for being here. Glynis isn't it GLY?
GLYNIS.
Yeah, there you
McCants. Yeah, and it's glynishasyournumber.com.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a smart. I like that. That's a smart one.
Mm-hmm.
Just a 9. Okay, and there's your dragon.
This might be it. You're there.
Well, this one's a rental for her. So
this one. Oh, currently? Oh, so this is it then, and you're ready to. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so you're trying to buy a house, I guess, right?
This is it, Delora. You know, that's a really good one. And for that, Delora, you know, I think I'm not 100% sure, but let's go for this one with you. I think you deserve a this. Or maybe a this. Okay. No idea. I promise not to do that again. They were exciting for like 2 seconds. So there you have it. Okay. Just a 9. That's good.
Could be that your search has ended or you're very close to it.
Yeah, so true. People on Instagram, thank you for being here. Facebook and YouTube, thank you. Did you gong me off the gong show? No, did not gong me off the gong show, which I used to like, by the way.
Random comic with the bag on his
back. Oh my god, yeah. So it is 9:30. We are on from 9 to 9:30 or 12 to 12:30 or 11 to 11:30, depending on what your time zone is. And we will be here next Monday as well. The only thing I have coming up is 2 things, actually. I have a retreat happening in Chicago at the end of May 29th, 30th, and 31st. Great. It's with my friend Moira Scullion. We've been wanting to do this retreat for 5 years now, and we just said we're going to do it. So it is called Abandonment and Loss. So dealing with grief and dealing with moving through abandonment and loss. So if there's about 5 spots left. So come join us on that. You can find the information on eliaspatras.com under events. And the red flag, green light retreat went really well. And a couple people were like, oh, would you offer this again? And I said I would, but I would change the name. So I'm changing the name to Stop the Pattern, because we have to recognize what the pattern is before we can really tap into our intuitive self. So that's going to be sometime this summer. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I'm working on it. So there you have it. There you have it. Thanks, guys, for being here. Remember, always trust your intuition. Even whatever we say, it has to resonate with you. To resonate with you. And stay tuned, guys, for our outro. It's fun. All right. We'll see you next Monday.
Have a great week, everyone.